Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And no, we're not going to look at individual pricing because I'm absolutely positive you know what is in your portfolio. But this is the top 100 by market cap, and you can see many of the tokens are trending towards the green. All right, we've got a countdown. That's the FLR mainnet going live in 14 days on July 4th. Now, just keep in mind that even though we think everything's going to go to the left, things could go to the right. So remain flexible because this space always has surprises. And if you don't prepare yourself for some change, you'll just be disappointed. But if it does happen, I think the fact that FLR is launching in a bear market, well, there's no place to go but up. And in this video, we're going to have a look at what's going on at SBI. Mr. Kitao, the CEO, had his presentation for the investors today in Nagoya. And from the 180-page deck, there are some interesting updates, especially if you're a holder of XRP. Now, why is it that we pay so much attention to SBI? Is it because SBI is the largest outside shareholder of Ripple? No, that is not the main reason why. The main reason is because nobody on the planet uses XRP, the digital asset, in more ways than SBI. Let me share with you a short list. For starters, they use XRP as a bridge currency. That would be for the ODL, on-demand liquidity solution. They also have a crypto fund, which includes XRP. They pay their professional esports team members in XRP. They also use XRP as a form of payment for the used cars that they sell in Africa. XRP is used as a gift when you register to trade on their FX trading platform. If you sign up for a Sumitomo Mitsui credit card, you will receive XRP as a reward. They have a lending program for XRP. XRP is also used as a give back campaign when you are investing in the corporate bond. That is something that they started last April. SBI is also invested into Sygnum Bank, which promotes XRP to its institutional investors. They have laid down Ripplenet rails in South Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and with the MoneyTap app, which runs on Ripple, more than 20 Japanese banks are using that application. This is only from 2021 and 2022, so you can see even this short list is really impressive. Let's get right into the deck. It's 187 pages, and it takes a total of 1 hour and 55 minutes for Mr. Kitao to break it down, presentation style. The first tweet I put out today was this one here, where I said, Mr. Kitao of SBI gave an investor presentation today in Nagoya. On page 64 of 187 pages, it stated XRP ODL will be examined for utilization in the SBI Motor Africa business model when Ripple's US trial has ended in desired results. Some of the comments were rich. Here's one, particularly interesting. This guy has mentioned testing of XRP in these types of documents for the last 4 to 5 years. He must still have a big bag he needs to dump. Really? Testing? I don't think so. How about this one? Ha ha ha. SBI still announcing and implementing nothing. Blink of an eye, largest volume. We know. I don't think this guy has any clue on the short list I just shared with you. And this one I think is my favorite. This isn't anything newsworthy. Mr. Kitao and SBI have been talking about using XRP since at least 2018. This is an announcement of something that might happen, maybe, someday, possibly. What a disappointment. Really? For those that were questioning the word examined, yeah, I think it does sound a little strange, because the word is kento in Japanese, and it means to examine, to study, to consider. And rarely is there really a perfect word for translation because much of the kanji is conceptual. So I too was thinking, that's an interesting word. But here is what I thought. My first thought was, so he hasn't found a bank yet. And what I mean by that is about a year ago, Mr. Kitao said in one of the presentations is that he was interested in acquiring or at least putting into a significant share into another bank in Africa. Because when you run ODL, if you can be the market maker, which he is, and then you can also run the banking from Japan to the African country, that makes a lot of sense financially. So that was my first thought. So he hasn't found a bank yet. But then I also thought, maybe it is something that's being held up by the Ripple lawsuit. Maybe this is something that he's been told to kind of tone down or to slow down on. I don't know. You'd think about all the different possibilities of why it was such kind of a hands-off word, like we're going to study it or we're going to examine, we're going to consider. So the third thought I had was things get lost in translation. Always. They always do. So I decided to listen to the actual presentation itself.
もっといいのは XRP がこれはコインとして認められる。どんどん XRP を使って、アフリカの国で、商売ができると、送金が XRP でできるようにしていきたい。リップルですね。というふうに思ってます。ということ。
Summarized, translated way, XRP, the coin. The more and more you use it, the more business you can do in the countries in Africa. Ripple, it's a good thing. So what he is, I think, doing in the presentation was, he doesn't have his total hand on every word. I no doubt he proofreads them, but, you can imagine 187 pages. He has people working on that for him, and they're a public company. And to say forward statements that don't come true is misleading investors. So I think in these investor presentations, they're very, very careful with the wording. And I don't feel so, I don't feel the same way as I did when I first read the word in using the translated kanji, because it goes to show that he is still very, very bullish on XRP. He thinks the more and more you use it, the more business you can do in these African countries. So yeah, there we are with that particular slide. Okay, let's move to another slide. As of July 1st, SBI will officially acquire another crypto exchange. In this case, it's 51% of Bitpoint, which is also likely to IPO. And then the SBI crypto asset liquidity provider, B2C2, they have 500 corporate customers. The PricewaterhouseCoopers 2022 survey rated them number one among institutional investors, and they are expected to bring 13 times more than the previous year in terms of their contribution to SBI holdings. As you can see on page 29 of the presentation, the shareholder benefits of XRP are going to continue for those who hold a minimum of 100 shares. I hope everybody has a great time in New York. There's a big NFT NYC event. It happens on June 21st and 22nd. Ripple has a Ripple House, and I know a few people that are going. So yeah, I can't wait to see all those selfies with people who are famous. And it reminds me of something that we're going to talk about was we jump to the fluff. There's someone going to that NFT event that just had a birthday, and many of us contributed to a Michelin star restaurant gift certificate by sending XRP into a wallet. So again, another example of XRP being used something other than a bridge currency for cross-border remittances. But what this person told me is that they were just too cheap to eat at a Michelin star. They didn't think they would enjoy it. When you come to Tokyo, Tokyo has more Michelin star rated restaurants than New York City, London, and Paris combined. I'm not bragging, but it's the truth. And you can go to a ramen shop. Yes, a ramen shop that has been awarded a star. I don't think there's any 2 or 3 stars, but at least 1 star ramen shops. And you can get a most yummy bowl of ramen for about $10 US. Yes, you can do it. And this is one of those places. It is called Suta. And Suta has actually expanded all over the United States. I know that if you live in California especially, you'll find a lot of these ramen shops. Another one, just in case you're here and you want to check it out, because this one is very good. This is Hashigo, and it is in Higashi Ginza. And I would say 2 stars deserving, but I think it only has just 1 star. So, all right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.